Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome to the Sunday series. This time featuring Wizorb, a quite old game that I beat, I guess I'm going to date myself more than anything. I bought and beat this game like over a decade ago at this point. And I just remembered it randomly that I played as like, you know, that could be a fun thing to play for Sunday. It's like, it's short. Anyway, let's get... We have some story here. Very cheesy story. Even though I've missed half it, Gerudo's last hope rested in the courage of a skilled swordsman named Owain, who embarked on a quest to vanquish evil. However, he came back. Gerudo fell into despair. Then from a distant land came Cyrus, a wizard versed in both black and white magics, and a master of the secret magic art called Wizorb. Please, Master Cyrus, save Gerudo. So, I don't know if more plot will pop up here, but this game is a combination... Well, it's mostly Breakout or Pong, however you want to look at it. That's really the best way I can think of to look at it, is just... It's Breakout or Pong, and the game itself doesn't take long to beat. Like, I looked at my total playtime for this game, and it's not very long, but I'm aware that I've got to relearn. Oh, I'm playing hard now. I'll play on normal. I could take a moment to, or it's gonna take me a moment to relearn how this game works. It's gonna take a moment to relearn how this game works, but like, oh, I already remember what we're going on here. So yeah, again, it's Breakout, and the whole point of this game, now that I'm remembering how it works, is that you need to defeat, like, the creatures in question here. And you got limited magic. You have limited magic if you want to take a more direct approach. And that magic doesn't refresh between stages. There we go. So... God, I'm trying to remember, like, so much I want to talk about this. Again, it's been over a decade since I've played this particular game. So some things are going to like pass over my head in memory, and some things I'll be like, oh yeah, that. The citizens of Tarat are the only ones who have escaped the curse cast by the demons. However, monsters came from Gerudo. Man, that's so... See, it feels so weird to say that. Like, I know I'm trying to say it right, but I'm also know I'm saying it wrong. From the castle and attacked our town. Please, save the kingdom from Gerudo. So, in a strange turn of events, you're not really necessarily... I don't have that kind of money. But, this is the flow of the game is that... like, the game has a... kind of a dual-edged flow, if that makes sense to it. I don't have the money for this. Okay, I'm just thumbing through what I got here, seeing what I can do, because... But yeah, the whole flow of the game, you got a key. So the whole flow of this game is, you set out on a quest to defeat creatures, to play Breakout, defeat creatures and all that jazz, and you're trying to do it very efficiently, like as quickly and efficiently with losing as few lives as possible while in the actual gameplay part of it. And then when you get back, when you come, that way you get as much money as possible to come back and help rebuild the town. So seeing as I pretty much gave up all my money, let's go ahead and set off. Now, I think what initially brought me to like this game was that everything about it looks like it would be something that would be like an early Super Nintendo or late NES game. I think that's why I liked it so much. And that is a mana refill. And already took a loss. Okay, yeah. Now I'm remembering how... Now I am remembering how things work. Okay, good. It's stuck up in there. Okay, yep. So, collect as many things as you can. The game actually does move rather quick. Yeah, the game does actually move rather quick, despite the fact that it is Breakout. I think the fact that you have spells available to you is what does it. Now, I don't know the flow of episodes. Like, I'm looking up at my clock, and I'm looking up at what I have for a timer, and I'm going, what do I do? What do I do for, dang it. What do I do for what, try to think of the words properly here. Dang it. It's like, what do I do to alter the, or what do I do for timing? And I think I remember right, like, each quote-unquote world, each of the worlds in this game is, it's 12 levels apiece. Dang, I missed some of the money. Not the end of the world if I missed the money, but still, it kind of sucks. Also, I'm being very touch and go on my mana usage because, as I said earlier, like you don't get mana constantly in this game. So as you play through the game, you'll like be running lower and lower on resources that you can actually use. Wow, that was lucky. Also, I'm not sure why I like... Oh, jeez. Well, let's use the teleport spell. Really? Hit the block. Madge. Seething. Ruminating. Angry, even. But yeah, I think you can pretty clearly see everything on screen that has to do with the game and what numbers I'm looking at while I'm playing it. So there's no like mystery, so to say, as to, you know, what to even perceive. It's literally all on screen, everything you need to know about this game. Now, as you go throughout, there might be moments where I'll have to like, cut away while I replay it because even though I like breakout style games, like too many flashing lights at once, my brain won't handle it all, and then I'll eventually just have to be like, and I'll eventually have to go, okay, brain shut down imminent, too many flashing things, can't focus on ball and items to collect, that whole thing. But while we're going here, there are, well, as you can kind of tell, dang it, as you can sort of tell, it's sort of being the keyword there, is when the what is it? When the orb gets close to the paddle, the spells that we have changes. Oh boy, that was risky. And certain spells take, some spells take different levels of mana to use and cast. Like there was basically a, I'll say a staple of breakout style games where like you basically get, you can basically enchant your ball with a pass through blocks effect, or a I don't care if you take multiple hits, I'm gonna destroy you in one effect. Currently out of that effect because I have decided to waste it on the one enemy left. Now I focus so, if I remember right, and I could be wrong on this, I focused so hard on that on those crates at the start of this level because if I remember right, the multicolored blocks are all that matters when it comes to, excuse me, the multicolored blocks are all that matters when it comes to clearing a stage. So blowing up the wooden crates won't have any effect on your overall end score. Ah, good, perfect. I need some perfects in my life. I guess this is actually a game I can play with one hand. Didn't, oh yeah, there's a key. So we did get a key from town before we did anything else. I'm gonna try and get back there. It's kind of hard to do this, but... I hope that key's still gonna be falling when I get back. Oh, bonus game. Now, I don't know if this bonus game is on a timer or what. Okay, it's not on a timer, but everything is just gonna fall. And it's not gonna give you a moment to like parse why it's falling even. I will say on a personal level, when it comes to this game, like I guess the right click spell is what I'll call it, the wind gust spell, I will be using that very poorly because I even though I understand how to activate it, I am very bad at like recognizing, oh, I need to be pushing left at this point, or I need to be taking my pad to the left before I activate it so I can actually pull my ball that direction. Now, at least starting off here, the adventure and the story and all that jazz is going to be rather bland. It's going to kind of be more flavor and filler for what is effectively a pretty basic looking, oh, cool. It's going to be, quote-unquote, pretty basic looking for a breakout style game. That worked out fantastic. It'd be very basic looking for a breakout style of game, but the story will evolve over time and will actually have some kind of interesting plot points to bounce around here. Though the only other thing I remember about this game, because I was minorly mentioning the gameplay loop, is there is a loop 2. There's kind of a loop 2 of all these worlds that we'll be going through, but thankfully, I missed it. But thankfully, loop 2 won't be like, ooh, an extra life. Loop 2 is pseudo truncated, so to say. It's like how some games have. Excuse me. Wow, I just got done eating something, so my throat is doing fun things. Loop 2 of this is basically like you'll play roughly halfway through a world, and then you'll hit the branching point, and then it'll go off into like one or two more stages, and then hit the climax of the world. So it's kind of like a revisit the whole game to get to new content kind of loop 2. Now with the monies I have, I can hit that button, and should I get close to that in the back there at some point here, I can go to that shop. Now just to save myself some funds, or yeah, to save myself some mana, because I don't want to pay for mana if I can help it. I'm not gonna. I could very easily use the bust through walls spell I got here. I can't think of a better way to call it. That particular type of power up does have like a proper name in breakout style games, but I just don't know what it is right now. Magnet ball, more mana. No. I guess I do have to use the buttons. So I could buy another life if I want to work on that, but nah. So I'm doing good right now, but yeah, there's a shop system. Right now, at like the start of the game, and for a majority of like the first loop of this game, the shop's not that important. Once we get to loop 2, the shops become much more important to our adventure. Like, for some reason, I remember them being lifesavers, but more so in the sense that you need to save up money on like a loop 2 of a place to visit the shop, and then when you're at that shop on loop 2, when you do visit the shop on loop 2, sorry, two things at once, brain can't handle it. When you do visit the shops on loop 2, they will sometimes, or one or two of them do sell like a necessary item you need in order to even go to the branching path. Oh, that's a curse. Hey, we got our first curse. So some curses, I remember there is one curse, and I think we saw it in like the opening text crawl for a second there. There's one curse in this mess that is oddly enough a boon, because it gives you sticky paddle, which in almost every other thing, I missed one gold. In almost every other breakout or Arkanoid style of game, however you want to call this, sticky paddle is usually a boon. At least to me it is. Oh boy, going a little fast here. Yeah, sticky paddle, I see it always as a boon whenever it does happen. Great. Okay. That wasn't Sticky Paddle, by the way, but yeah, Sticky Paddle is a boon in the fact that it holds onto the ball for one hit until you release it, and then when you do release it, it just unleashes it. It lets you put it back out there where you want it to be. Huh, I wonder what will be the bonus here. Well, the game is seeing fit to give me magic. Yeah, the game is seeing very fit to give me magic at this point. Although something now I'm remembering, now I'm seeing it in action. So every single time, and I could be wildly misjudging this when I say this, every single time your shot hits an enemy, it will adjust your what do I want to call it? Every single time you do hit an enemy, it adjusts your ball's trajectory by like 45 degrees. So like if your ball is, for instance, like if your ball is going right at the upper left-hand corner, and then it bounces off an enemy. Oh geez, I almost lost life there. And then it bounces off an enemy. It'll go at almost a 45-degree angle after that point. Oh boy. Well, that's on me. I don't know what I expected to happen by launching my ball up there. But I do like this game and how it handled this breakout formula, in the fact that, you know, if you do save your it's being wise to save your mana or your magic, however you want to, because the game calls it magic, but I'm going to call it mana just by accident. It is wise to save your magic. It's simply in the sense that, you know, you can see some of the size of some of these bricks we have to break. You know, they're tiny, and it's kind of hard to, it is a little hard to pinpoint shot some hits in a game like this at times. So the magic will help break out, break out some of the bricks that you're having trouble with, as I proceed to use everything in my power, every ounce of magic in my power at this point. Really? Ugh. Dang curses! I don't remember what that curse does. I'll be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure an NPC will say what it is again, and of course there was an opening crawl that we had that explained it, but I want to say that that grab just stops you from casting magic for a short period of time. But I feel like I'm being incredibly wrong in that statement. Oh no, they are locked inside. Whatever shall I do besides bounce it off these side walls? Oh, I mean, sure. Okay, but I want to do the thing you're supposed to do like in every breakout game and just hit the top barricade as much as possible. Or bounce off the top rope. Also, with the shape of the paddle like this, come on, go up the backside. Up the backside. Also, with the design on the paddle as it is, I really like it because I really like the actual design of the paddle, because it's very clear where center is on the paddle. Like in a lot of other Breakout or Arkanoid style games, I always get a little confused where center is, and my shots never go where I want them to go. So having like a clear, definitive center on it, or having a clear, definitive center on your ball, or on the paddle, just makes it that much easier for me to actually hit the ball where I want to go. I say this now, but I'm pretty sure there's going to become some point soon where I'm literally just going to be, for lack of a better term, yeeting the paddle around at Mach 20 trying to catch the ball before it falls into a pit of doom and despair, glum and drum. Or any other words you can put together that say death. Come on, a little bit to the left. So how's your day going? Oh! Did I get... I didn't see what went up. Did I get score or mana for bouncing it enough times? Well, that's also... I will say, like, these bonuses at the end here. This is currently all of them. So I should, like, just put it down on the table what all these bonuses mean. So, complete means you finish the map. Perfect means you never lost a life. Hoarder means you never let a single item fall off the screen. Well, a beneficial item fall off the bottom of the screen. That's all it is. Again, it's a simple game. Ooh, there's a shop. There are two things. I want to hit butane. Not garden trellis out front. I want to hit the butane. Okay. There we go. And now stay up there. What I ask. Oh, and now you're just gonna go over the place. Now you're just gonna do your own thing. Oh, and it begins. You know, this is fine. Okay, well, I've now cleared out everything but the shop and the treasure chest, and I would like to get both before the level's over. Sure. You know, you'd think, with the fact I'm talking about how, like, the wind spell and how you can use it to alter your trajectory, that I'm not using it to my fullest benefit, and yet here I am, complaining that I'm not going where I want to go. I suppose if it does matter, although I don't think it does matter for, like, gameplay Dang it. Although I think... Ooh. Okay, it is a little bit of magic. So there's a system to get you your magic back if the game feels like you're in a rut. I feel like the amount of hits was 20, but I could be wrong. Okay. Now I just have to get back up. Now I just have to get up there. Okay, now go up there. Okay, no, okay, that's cute, but try again. There's no way you can miss that door. Thank you. Cause I want all the bonus rooms, baby. And I suppose we can make this a little bit easier. We can make these bonus rooms a little bit easier by just shooting one fireball. It counts. Yeah, I am a little... Oh, now I gotta try and get to that shop. Well, I gotta try and get both things up there by that shop. I am, like... I don't want to be, like, you know, humdrum and glum about it, but I am curious how, like... how this series will be received overall, simply because... Wait, what was this item? Oh. No. No, I don't want any power-ups. I'm good. I am kind of curious about the reception of this, because, again, this is a Sunday-only title. So I don't know... I don't know, like, exactly how, well it... At least in my opinion, how well it will be received. Because I am playing Breakout, just with I am a Wizzardy Woo of Wonder coat of paint on it. Oh, let me hit that one more time. Get up over top. Yes, okay. Now break the treasure chest. Treasure chest first? Okay, cool. Hey, I got my key back. Ah, the early investment of a key. Level 8. Do I want to break it up? Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of an awkward first episode overall, just because I had minor story involvement. I didn't explain how the whole town system worked very well, because I can't until we get back to town after doing the first world. So heck with it, I'll break this up here. Everyone, thank you all so much for watching the first episode of Wizorb. And come back next time, we'll finish up World 1. We'll go back to the town and see whose lives we can make better before moving on to World 2. I'll see you folks then. Take care.